Sissy?
Yeah.
Wait, what is wrong with you, girl?
I gave a customer some goods on credit, to which he gave me a post-dated check. I went to cash the check and it was declined. The guy is not even picking up calls.
Just report it.
Please, I'm not ready to waste my time on this court issues and all that, I beg.
Girl, you're not wasting your time at court.
Please, there's no justice at the courts.
There is justice at the court. What do you mean? It's only the court that can solve this problem.
I just have to get some macho men, get to know where he's staying, and let them pay him a visit.
No. Macho men will not help you. They will take money from you. But if you report it at the court, they will not take anything from you. You will not pay anything.
Ruby, to what I know, justice can be found in the courts.
Justice can be found in the court, sister. Don't say that.
I see, okay. The way you talk and you trust courts so much.
I trust the courts very well.
Let's give it a try and see.
Counsel, in view of the fact that I find the defendant has admitted liability, I will enter judgment in favor of the plaintiff for all the reliefs that you seek on the writ of summons, and I will award cost of 10% of the amount recoverable against the defendant herein. The defendant is, however, at liberty to come by payment and installment terms, and the court will consider that appropriately. Thank you.
It is often said that justice emanates from the people and shall be administered in the name of the Republic by an independent judiciary.
Everyone has a right to go to court, and the courts are open to receive anyone who wishes to have his or her matter dealt with by the courts.
As the third arm of government, the judiciary is the only body that has been vested with judicial power, and this judicial power is enshrined in the 1992 Constitution. The Judicial Service, as a public service institution, is responsible for the day-to-day administration of the courts and tribunals.
The judiciary plays a very pivotal role to ensure that there's rule of law and there's good governance.
For this reason, and in order to administer justice in an effective manner, a structure has been developed.
The judiciary has what we call the superior court and the lower courts. The superior court is made up of the Supreme Court, and then you have the appeal court and the high court. And then we have the lower courts made up of the circuit courts and the district courts.
The Judicial Service has several courts located in every region of Ghana. Even though these courts exercise different jurisdictions, they are all mandated to administer justice under law in a fair and transparent manner, without fear or favor, ill will or affection. The Supreme Court is the highest court of the land, and it is also known as the final court of appeal.
But unlike many other final courts in other countries, it has several categories of cases it deals with. But the one with the most history is the appellate jurisdiction. If you go to a court, say the High Court or Circuit Court, you're not happy, you can appeal on and on until you reach the Supreme Court. From the Supreme Court, you go no further.
The Court of Appeal is designed to hear appeal cases from the High Court. This means cases that have not been tried at the High Court do not merit the hearing of the Appeal Court. The Court of Appeal hears civil appeals from the Circuit Court and the High Court. It also hears criminal appeals from the High Court and the regional tribunals, with the exception of treason and high treason. It further hears appeals from some administrative bodies.
When a party to a matter is dissatisfied with the decision of the district court, the person may file an appeal at the High Court. When the matter is also at the Circuit Court and the person is dissatisfied and the matter is a criminal matter, then the appeal lies at the High Court. However, if it is a civil matter, the matter goes to the Court of Appeal. For cases at the High Court, all appeals go to the Court of Appeal. And then for cases from the Court of Appeal, the appeals lie at the Supreme Court.
The jurisdiction of the High Court is in all matters, both civil and criminal. It also deals with matters that have been conferred unto it by the Constitution. The High Court is also responsible in enforcing the fundamental human rights and freedoms provided in the Constitution.
Apart from being a trial court, the High Court also serves as an appellate court, and appeals from civil and criminal matters in the district courts go before the High Courts, and then appeals in criminal matters from the circuit courts go before the High Courts. In addition to this, the Constitution says that the High Courts shall have jurisdiction to enforce the fundamental human rights guaranteed by the Constitution.
There are 108 high courts in Ghana. Currently, all the high courts in Accra have been relocated to the state-of-the-art Law Court complex. The lower courts are at the front line of justice delivery by virtue of the fact that they are located in every district of Ghana.
In all this issue of lower court, it is to make justice available and readily to people within the region and within the district. Apart from that, within the district court itself, we have the family tribunal, and then we have the juvenile court.
Another distinction between circuit and district court lies in their jurisdiction and the sentencing regimes they operate in the case of the trial of similar offences.